started. Could we all rise and do the pledge of allegiance? Have a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Pat, roll call.
Mr. Birdsong.
Here.
Mr. Cox.
Here.
Mr. Floral.
Here.
Ms. Galloway. Mrs. Miller. Here. Mr. Smith.
Here.
Mrs. Storr. Here. Mr. Chairman, there are 6 board members present.
Thank you. Apparently, for those of you who are aware, it's raining like mad in Crossville, so we have sun here. That's sun.
It's raining.
Oh, it's raining here. Sorry about that. Wrong again. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the prior board meeting, July 25th, 2019?
Also moved.
Can I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor Foster, you're here today. Thank you for coming.
I did not bring the rain. It was not raining at the courthouse when I left, and I didn't get into any rain the whole way here, so that's not my fault. Just want to let you know that. Thanks for having me back again this month. You know, it seems like it's been fairly quick since the last meeting, so I only have a couple of really quick updates. Both issues were addressed last month. The county did pass the budget on August 5th. The sheriff got his 3 deputies. It was passed without change. I believe he's already got them hired, and he's getting them going through the process of getting them on the road. We hired, we're in the process of getting our 2 EMTs in, and several other things. It was a very good budget, and all of it was done without a tax increase. The vacancy of the 6th District Commission seat was filled Monday. There were 5 candidates that showed interest in the position. 4 came to the meeting and spoke. 2 actually received nominations by Commissioners Cliff Seeger and Joe Sherrill, and Joe Sherrill won the vote to be the next county commissioner for the 6th district. I believe it was 14-3. He's a small business owner from Crab Orchard. He works in the software business, IT, and should be a great addition. There were several good candidates. Last thing I want to mention is kind of a little bit off topic, not really county government-wise, but if everything holds true to form, we should have a new Speaker of the House tomorrow that, for the first time ever, is from Cumberland County. So, very proud of that. And if you have any questions, here, you can ask me now or after the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Al.
Thanks.
County Commissioners, is he Carl?
Hello, everyone. I think the mayor covered a lot of it. I just wanted to bring up that you all noticed there might have been a vacancy in the budget for the 9th district. I've been nominated to take that place, so there won't be any kind of delay in the budget for our district. And if you all have any questions for me, you can ask now, or you can catch me after the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Carl. President's report. EMR. We are more than pleased that the county has reinstated their EMR program. We once again want to emphasize this is a county program, and it encompasses the entire Cumberland County, including Fairfield Glade. It is not under the control or guidance of our volunteer fire department, which we believe is a positive. All of our volunteers have enough on their plate. The county is better suited for this type of program. We presently have, to my knowledge, 3 certified EMR individuals who are living in Fairfield and are part of this county program. As true volunteers, they also happen to be members of our local volunteer fire department. We are looking for more residents who are willing to step up and become part of this county program. To help in this goal, we have adopted a tuition assistance program to help offset the expense of the certification process. If any resident is interested, please contact our administrative office for details of this program. The more residents that are certified by the county or the county's EMRs we have, the better. Strategic Planning Committee. On Thursday the 15th, our Strategic Planning Committee presented the final town hall meeting on their strategic plan. I want to thank them for a job well done. If you are unable to attend the meeting, we ask that you go to our webpage where the video of their presentation is available. Please view the video and give the Strategic Planning Committee any input, recommendations, and ideas you may have as they are planning to make a final presentation to the board and the membership at our annual meeting on the 20th of September. We need and want your input. Food and beverage. Also at the annual meeting, we will be hearing from our Food and Beverage Committee on their recommendations on what they feel should happen with our food and beverage department to get it more in line with what the membership wants. They have been working extremely hard on a very difficult problem, one that has been in the forefront in the last several years. This information is something that the members should hear so that they can give feedback to the board on this important issue. Town Hall with Representative Rose. On August 29th, our federal representative, John Rose, will be holding a town hall meeting at the CCC at 2 o'clock. We look forward to hearing from Representative Rose and what he has to say. We are extremely fortunate that Representative Rose is willing to take time out of his busy schedule to come and listen and talk to the residents of Fairfield Glade, and hope to have a good turnout for this town hall. I'd also like to bring your attention, in your board agenda, there is a resolution which we will be dealing with later. So take a look at that before we deal with that. And that is it from across the board. General Manager's report, Bob.
Thank you. Our master plan projects, the Stonehenge Clubhouse Interiors project is being put out to bid today, and those bids are due back on September 13th. So at the next board meeting, we should be bringing something forward for that project, hopefully start November 1st of this year. For deferred maintenance, the lake desilting process is well underway, and in fact, they're moving to Dartmoor this week, and I believe that is the last lake that they'll be doing in Fairfield Glade. So that should be completed hopefully here within the next 30 days. Other items, year-to-date golf rounds through last month were 77,000. That's 2,200 fewer than budget, but 2,900 more than 2018, again, due to the better weather we've had this year. Still, timeshare and member rounds are the main categories that are lower than budget, but fortunately, the higher paying package rounds are more than budget, so that's helped offset some of that loss of revenue. Good news is, and one of the key barometers of golf is the average rounds per course per day open. This year, it's 105 rounds per course. Last year is 104 rounds, so we're still staying steady. When we're open, people are playing golf, so that's good to see. Our fish fry will be returning to St. George Marina on Sunday, September 1st. The hours will be 4 to 7 p.m., and that's all part of our Labor Day weekend festivities. You can buy tickets in advance at both marinas, as well as also the CCC. Now, another big thing that we have going on Labor Day weekend is the fire department pancake breakfast. So that'll be Saturday, August 31st, and that's from like 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I encourage you all to come. That's one of their major fundraisers for the year. They do 3 each year. And we've got a lot of other things going on that weekend, so please be on the lookout. Look at the bulletin as well as our e-blast that shows everything that's going on. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Resort report, Barbara.
Good morning. Month to date, Wyndham timeshare visitors, 918. And year to date, we've had 9,373 Wyndham timeshare visitors. As far as our budget, Conference Center year to date, 8,377, which is 4% of department revenue. Racket Sports, 6,500, which is 6%. Dartmoor Marina, 69,000, which is 41%. St. George is 34,500, which is 28%. Golf, 473,000, which is 13%. And food, 95,945, which is 9%, with a total year-to-date of 687,000, which is an average of 13%. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. Architectural Control Committee, John.
Good morning.
Morning.
Since the beginning of the year and through the end of July, we have handled 1,034 approvals for modifications to homes, exterior mods. That includes all residents, whether it be the manufactured homes or the constructed homes. New homes, through the end of July, we've approved 55 new home construction. That's down a little bit from last year. Last year at this time, through the end of July, we had 61 approvals. This year, for starts, through the end of the month, we have had 59 starts, and that compares to 62 from last year. So there's some carryover from the year before. And new homes that are completed, we have 52 so far this year. That compares with 29 at the same time last year. So even though we may be sounding a little bit low on some of the numbers of approvals, we're still building homes at a good rate. So, any questions? Yes?
We're still building manufactured homes, and you have an address, Annie, I'd like to see.
I didn't catch the last part of
We're
that.
still building manufactured homes.
We have that actually for this year. We have not had any requests for manufactured homes.
Okay.
All right, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Monthly financial report, Denise.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, we've had another good month, so hopefully I'll be giving you some good news. For sewer, our cash is at 2.1 million. Property equipment is at 11 million. And equity is at 13. POA and amenities for cash is 4 million. Property and equipment is 35 million, and equity is 35 million. For the sewer cash flow, which is one of the schedules I believe that was handed out, you'll see results from operating activities are positive 561,000. That's 46,000 positive variance to budget and 45,000 positive variance to actual last year. Net capital income is for sewer is positive 259,000. That's 106,000 better than budget. And that's due to some sewer availability fees and for Chestnut Ridge and some capacity fees. Excess revenue over expenses is positive 820,000. That's a positive 152,000 variance to budget and a positive 103,000 to actual for the same period last year. Net cash flow after capital expenditures and debt principal is positive 219,000 for sewer. For POA and amenities, you'll see that POA and amenities results from operating activities is positive 125,000. It's a positive variance to budget of 309,000, and a negative variance of 141,000 for the same period last year. Net capital income is positive 1.6 million, but a negative variance budget of 53,000 due to lower than anticipated lot merger fees. Overall cash flow is a negative 137,000. That includes capital income, capital expenditures, and debt service. If you look at POA by themselves, results from operating activities are positive 251,000. That's also a positive variance budget of 175,000, but a negative variance of 530,000 for the same period last year. Net cash flow for POA is a positive 1.3 million for the period. For amenities, results from operating activities is negative 125,000. That is a positive variance to the budget of 134,000 and a positive variance of 388,000 for the same period last year, comparing actuals. Net cash flow is a negative 1.5 million for the year. Food and beverage is negative 298,000. That's a positive variance to budget though of 83,000 and a positive variance of 122,000 compared to last year. This is primarily due to wages, and that's the reduction in wages is mainly due to our general manager here acting as the food and beverage director for this year. We do not have one in place right now. Golf, also positive operating activities of 295,000. It's a positive variance to budget of 36,000 and a positive variance of 246,000 to actual for the same period last year. This is due to some lower labor costs and chemical and fertilizers. Most of that is a timing difference. And I did have a question from a member. I got an email and was asking about the discounts for employees and member discount. I just wanted to let you know that the employee discount as a percentage of sales is actually down this year, probably because our sales are doing well, but it's 3.1% of sales, and the member discounts are about 2.3% of sales. Any questions? No? Thank you.
Thank you, Denise. We have no unfinished business. We do have some new business. The first bit of new business pertains to that part of the agenda that I asked you to take a look at. And it deals with the Veterans and First Responder Memorial. By Phil Smith, if you'd come up and sort of give us a brief intro on this. This is an exciting project and we're looking forward to doing it.
Thank you. It is exciting, and I am very pleased to be a part of this. I've been for a few months, but the Veterans and First Responders Memorial Fairfield Glade, as it's called, has been incorporated since December as a nonprofit organization within the state of Tennessee. Immediately after that incorporation, we filed with the Internal Revenue Service for an application for tax exempt status. And in May, that was granted, and so it's officially now considered to be a charitable organization, registered with both the Internal Revenue Service and the Tennessee Secretary of State as a recognized charitable organization. This is a really great opportunity for our community. It's my understanding, talking to the Veterans Affairs Office in Cumberland County and others, that Cumberland County itself has approximately 7,000 veterans, which is the highest percentage of veterans of any county in the state of Tennessee. A good percentage of those veterans live here in Fairfield Glade. And we all know them as our friends and our neighbors, people that have volunteered in our community, to serve our country in many ways, and are serving our community now. And we feel that this now is an opportunity for the community to recognize them and to recognize the first responders that will be a part of this memorial. So that's been our objective of it. We have formed a board of directors. You know many of them. Some of them are here. Mike Williams, who's our chief of police, the vice president of our board. Denise Dickinson, who's our treasurer, director of finance for the community club. And then Carl McLeod, who's our county commissioner. All veterans. We have 3 other veterans that are on the board. Tony Marino, who can't be here today because he's traveling with his family. He's a retired Army colonel. Alan Joseph, a retired Air Force colonel. And Gene Pino, who's a retired Marine colonel. And so together we have been working all year trying to put together some plans, preparations for this. One of the things that has really been critical is trying to get a good location. We have been fortunate in that our discussions with the board and our proposal with the board that we made in July has been well received. And we think that building this at Robin Hood Park as a part of that is going to be a great asset for our community and a wonderful way to recognize those men and women who have served us in so many different ways. There are two others that are on the board. Oliver Dossman is a past chairman of the Strategic Planning Committee. You know him from perhaps Eden Ridge, so he's helping us, and then myself. Oliver and I are the only two that are not veterans. We have learned that in working with 3 officers, what the others have learned a long time ago, officers like to delegate. And so Oliver and I are quite busy. But it's been a joy to work with them. And our next step is going to be to hold some community events as we put more plans together, more specific details. We do a lot of outreach within the community, asking for support, and as we proceed in the planning process, we will be involved in it. But none of this would be possible if it were not for the board's willingness to support this and to designate land, and not just land, but a really great spot to have this. And it's going to be a place where people come here who are visitors are going to notice the recognition of veterans and first responders. They're going to realize that this is a community that supports veterans and appreciates their service. And not only their past service, but their continued service. Because every veteran that I've ever worked with is continuing to serve in so many different ways. And that's something that they've learned how to do, and they do it very well. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. Go ahead, answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom.
Aren't they going to be selling bricks for the walkway also?
Yes, part of the intent, there is a fundraising strategy that we're working on, putting some final details on. But part of the memorial will be providing for bricks for veterans to be able to have the names, years of service, branch of service, will be a part of the memorials. And we will be asking for donations for that, and then that will help finance it. We'll also be seeking contributions from other groups and organizations within the community, as well as individual contributions. So we feel that this will be done privately. It's something that, like I said, when I first became involved in it, I felt like it's important that as citizens, as residents, this is one way that we can express our appreciation to what these individuals have done for us. Now, if we reflect back on it, like none of us would have had the lives that we had if it hadn't been for the people that were going here. I know that my life would be a lot different. I think yours would be too. And so we do have, the memorials are important. And there are a lot of people that serve that, make the supreme sacrifice. And so I think it's important that we recognize them. And I know that this will be a community that will take great efforts to do that and to do it properly. And I want to emphasize one other thing. It's Cumberland County. It's located here at Fairfield, Glade. But this is something that we're working with the other groups, veterans groups within the county. We want this to be countywide. It's a way to celebrate those services.
Thank you, John. Can I have a motion on the resolution?
Mr. President, thank you for recognizing me. As a veteran, I'm very pleased and I think privileged to make a motion that we adopt the resolution in the form presented to us this morning and included in the package handed out to our guests, expressing our agreement to cooperate and support this measure.
Thank you. Can I have a second?
Mr. President, it's my honor as a veteran also to second the motion on the floor.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have the resolution right here, and this is a little bit different, but we're going to sign it all now today, so this is a done deal. Well, that's going around. The next order of new business is a United Fund request for an annual door-to-door campaign. This is something that happens every year. It's a formality. I don't think technically they have to have this approved since they are county roads and so on and so forth, but I think they give us the opportunity to approve this just to be politically correct. So can I have a motion on their request?
Mr. President, I'll move that we approve the request from the United Fund for their door-to-door campaign this year.
Can I have a second?
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have a couple or three PR requests today. The first one deals with the Racket Center Architect and Engineering, $50,000. I think Bruce is going to explain.
Mr. President, I've got a request for $50,000 to do architectural engineering drawings for the Racket Center renovations, and these renovations include all the administrative offices, pro shop, viewing area, and restrooms in the front of the building. I'd like to emphasize that the Racket Sports Committee and the Major Capital Projects Committee has been working on this for months. And so it's a joint effort between those two and their recommendations on what we're going to do as far as revisions are concerned. And we need these drawings in order to get solid construction bids to move forward. I'd ask the audience if they have any questions about this project. It's been, like I said, it's been discussed with the Racket Sports Committee for several months now. Any questions about it? Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the $50,000.
Okay, can I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Conceptual plan renderings for Phase 1 and Phase 2 of Robin Hood Park.
I'm using visual aid here. I think most of you, if not all of you, have seen this. This conceptual drawing was done quite a long time ago, and we used it for Wyndham in order to ask them to donate additional land to us from, here's Robin Hood Park, and so they actually come back now, if you haven't heard, and donated 7 more acres of land for us to use along with Robin Hood Park. And so with what you just heard from Phil about the Veterans Park itself, that's going to be in about 2 acres of this is going to be for the Veterans Park. We're looking at things like bocce ball here, shuffleboard, but we need to update this conceptual plan in order to present it to y'all for discussion. And so I'm asking for $600 in a PR to get a new conceptual plan done so that we can continue planning Phase 1 and 2 of Robin Hood Park. Any questions about that?
Can I have a second on that motion?
I'll second that motion.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Heatherhurst Bunker Project. I love the name of it. Better Billy Bunker. Say that 10 times fast.
Better Billy Bunker.
No.
That's all I got. I've come here today to ask for the PR for the Better Billy Bunker project at Heatherhurst for $460,000. We did the same process at Stonehenge in 2016, and we know it works. The bunkers drain during the rains. The bunkers don't wash away. So what we want to do is we set this project out for bid. We got 5 bids back. We got 1 bidder out of Kansas City that was under our $460,000 amount, Kansas Turf. We checked into them. They did a project last winter at Jackson Country Club in Mississippi. Very similar golf course as to what the Bray is, Zoysia Fairways. The architect that was over that project had nothing but glowing remarks to say about the company that did the work.
They went in, took good care of the golf course, didn't destroy it while they were doing the work, got their job done, worked daylight to dark, was there to do their job and to get out and get back to Kansas City. So we feel really good about Kansas Turf coming in and doing the work. One thing that when we did the Stonehenge project, it's been a few years back, the Better Billy Bunker project, what it is we'll go in and take all the sand out of the bunkers, replace the drainage, the interior